Have you ever felt like your emotions are controlling you instead of you controlling them? Maybe you've said something in anger that you later regretted, or let anxiety hold you back from taking an important step in your life. The truth is, emotions are powerful. They can lift us up to incredible heights or pull us down into frustration and negativity. But here's the good news: your mind and your emotions don't have to be your enemy. With the right tools, you can learn to master them. In today's video, I'll share 15 powerful tips to control your mind and emotions. These are not just quick tricks, but life-changing practices that can help you stay calm, think clearly, and build emotional strength in any situation. So, grab a notebook because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to emotional mastery. Tip 1. Pause before you react. One of the simplest yet most powerful habits you can develop is learning to pause. Imagine this. Someone insults you, and before you know it, you snap back with something harsh. 10 minutes later, you regret it. Sound familiar? That's the power of emotional reactivity. Instead, give yourself a moment. Take one deep breath, or even count to 3 before responding. That short pause can create the space you need to choose your response instead of being a slave to your emotions. It's not about suppressing how you feel, but about giving yourself the power to respond wisely. It's not about suppressing how you feel, but about giving yourself the power to respond wisely. Tip 2. Master deep breathing. Your breath is one of the fastest ways to influence your emotions. When you're stressed, your breathing becomes shallow and quick. But when you intentionally slow it down, you send a signal to your brain that everything is under control. A simple technique is the 4-4-4 method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds. Repeat this 3 times and notice how your body relaxes. This technique has been used by Navy SEALs, monks, and therapists because it works. Your breath is your anchor. Tip 3. Identify your emotional triggers. We all have triggers, specific situations, words, or people that push our buttons. Maybe it's criticism from a boss or being ignored by a friend. When you don't know your triggers, you're vulnerable. So here's a powerful exercise. Keep a small journal for 1 week. Every time you feel a strong negative emotion, write down what triggered it. By the end of the week, you'll start to see patterns. Once you recognize those triggers, you can prepare yourself mentally and respond with more self-control. Tip 4. Reframe your thoughts. The way you talk to yourself determines the way you feel. If your inner dialogue is constantly negative, like, "I'll never be good enough," or "This always happens to me," then your emotions will reflect that. But what if you reframe those thoughts? Instead of saying, "I failed, I'm worthless," say, "I failed, but this is a chance to learn." Reframing doesn't deny reality. It shifts your perspective so you can find solutions instead of drowning in problems. Tip 5. Focus on what you can control. Much of our anxiety comes from trying to control things we simply can't, like other people's opinions, the economy, or the past. When you focus on what's outside your control, you feel powerless. Shift your attention to what you can control: your actions, your mindset, your choices. This doesn't just reduce stress, it gives you a sense of empowerment. A helpful question to ask yourself is this within my control? If not, let it go. Tip 6. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, without judgment. Too often, we live in the past, regretting mistakes, or in the future, worrying about what might happen. This robs us of peace. Start small. When you eat, actually taste your food instead of scrolling on your phone. When you walk, feel your steps and notice your surroundings. Mindfulness teaches your brain to focus on the now, which is the only place life actually happens. Tip 7. Journal your emotions. When you feel overwhelmed, your thoughts can feel like a tangled knot. Journaling helps untangle them. By writing down what you feel, you create clarity. For example, instead of just thinking, "I'm stressed," Write down, I'm stressed because I have 3 deadlines this week and I'm afraid I won't meet them. Suddenly, the vague feeling becomes something you can work with. Journaling gives your emotions a safe outlet instead of letting them control you. Tip 8, limit negative inputs. What you feed your mind affects how you feel. If you're constantly watching toxic news, engaging in gossip, or scrolling through negative social media, it's no surprise your emotions feel heavy. Instead, filter your inputs. Listen to podcasts that inspire you. Follow accounts that motivate you. Surround your mind with positivity, and over time, your emotions will reflect that. Tip 9, build an emotional vocabulary. Most people describe emotions in very basic terms: happy, sad, angry. But emotions are more complex than that. There's frustration, disappointment, guilt, excitement, calm, and hundreds more. Why does this matter? Because when you can name your emotions precisely, you understand them better. And when you understand them, you can manage them. The next time you feel bad, try to pinpoint the exact word. You'll be surprised at how much clarity this gives you. Tip 10, create healthy daily habits. Your physical state directly affects your emotional state. Poor sleep, unhealthy food, and lack of movement make it harder to control your emotions. Start with small habits. Go to bed at the same time each night, move your body daily, even just a 20-minute walk, and choose foods that fuel rather than drain you. A healthy body creates the foundation for a strong, stable mind. Tip 11, practice gratitude daily. Gratitude is like a reset button for your emotions. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present. Try this. Every night before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big. It could be your morning coffee, a smile from a stranger, or simply being alive. Over time, this rewires your brain to notice positivity, making it harder for negativity to dominate your emotions. Tip 12. Don't avoid difficult emotions. Many people think controlling emotions means suppressing them, but suppression doesn't work. It only makes emotions stronger. Instead, allow yourself to feel. If you're sad, sit with it. If you're angry, acknowledge it. Emotions are like waves. They rise, peak, and eventually fall. When you allow them without judgment, they lose their power over you. Tip 13, use visualization. Your brain can't always tell the difference between imagination and reality. That's why athletes visualize winning before they compete. It prepares their minds and bodies for success. You can do the same with emotions. Before a stressful situation like a job interview, visualize yourself calm, confident, and in control. This mental rehearsal trains your brain to handle the real situation with greater ease. Tip 14, surround yourself with positive people. Emotions are contagious. If you spend your time with negative, toxic people, their mindset will rub off on you. But when you surround yourself with uplifting, supportive people, you naturally become more positive and resilient. Take inventory of your relationships. Who drains you? Who inspires you? Choose wisely because the people you let into your life shape your emotional world. Tip 15, practice self-compassion. Finally, remember this: you're human. You will make mistakes, feel anxious, or lose your temper sometimes. That doesn't mean you're weak, it means you're alive. Instead of beating yourself up, practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself the way you would comfort a close friend. Say, it's okay, I'll learn from this. Tomorrow is a new chance. Self-compassion builds resilience and prevents negative emotions from spiraling out of control. So there you have it, 15 powerful tips to control your mind and emotions. From pausing before you react, to practicing gratitude, to surrounding yourself with positive people. Each of these tools is simple, but when practiced consistently, they transform your life. Remember, emotional mastery isn't about being perfect or never feeling upset. It's about building the strength to handle whatever life throws at you with clarity and calm. Start with just 1 or 2 tips today and watch how your inner world begins to shift. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more empowering content. Your journey to mastering your mind and emotions starts now.